皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So this is the Omake talk for the Yakuza video that I posted. If you haven't watched the main video yet, it's inside the description box. I hope you can check it out and come back after watching the main video. Thank you so much. It's been a while since I did one of these Omake talks actually. I'm a little bit nervous. No, I'm not nervous, but yeah. I guess recently at the end of the videos recently, I have like those small talks, at the end, right? So I guess I've been kind of talking about the things that I wanted to talk about. Well, I don't usually talk too much about any serious things at the end there, but yeah. Anyways, I just simply didn't have a lot of occasions to make Omake talk. But anyways, I'm back. All right. So today, there's one main thing that I really want to talk about with you, but there's one more thing I wanted to add before that is about Yakuza and their tattoos. Yes. In today's video, I didn't talk anything about the Yakuza and their tattoos, and I'm pretty sure someone will be asking me through the comments. So I did actually explain about that already in one of my past videos where I talked about why tattoos are considered taboo in Japan. Yes. And I did explain a little bit about there too, but I think I've never actually had a occasion to properly explain about the relationship between the tattoos and Yakuza and the tattoos. Yes. So in today's main video, I did explain that the origins of the Yakuza are the bakuto, the gamblers, and the tekiya, the people who set out the street vendors during the festivals and such. But of course, it's the history is of course a few hundred years ago, and it's impossible to say that all of the Yakuza were from, the Bakuto or the Tekiya and things like that. And of course, the people who were doing Bakuto did have a lot of tattoos too. But in the video I talked about the tattoos, the people called the Tobishoku, or people who carried items, or people who actually fought as firefighters actually had tattoos too. So it is believed that some different theories say that the Yakuza actually carried on the culture from there. The firefighters, the Tobishoku, these kind of people were actually considered heroes during the Edo period because they were firefighters, right? Yes, and they actually helped to maintain public order too. Yes, almost kind of like the local police, Yes, self-police, I guess you can say. Yes. So the Yakuza carried on kind of like this character, and I guess they might have admired this culture of these people having the tattoos, and it could have been this reason. Also, there's a different theory saying that at the Meiji Restoration, when Japan westernized, having tattoos became a complete taboo. Yes, at that timing, because Japan wanted to quickly westernize and modernize, and they thought that people, like half naked, you might have seen in some pictures before, half naked having tattoos was uncivilized, so they completely banned it. Yeah. But again, Yakuza are people who had pride being not going along with the public, or, not following the rules, So they not secretly, they carried on the culture that was banned on purpose to prove that they were outlaws. It was again one of the rules of becoming a Yakuza. Again, in the video, I explained that you needed to go through a lot of things to be a Yakuza, right? It had a clear hierarchy and strict rules and things like that, and the tattoos were one of them. It was a sign that you have completely abandoned yourself from the normal world, you can say. Completely separated yourself from that. It was like to show that you're really ready to be a Yakuza, yes, kind of thing. So these are some few theories that I've studied before, so I just wanted to talk about that before I get to the main topic. And I'm sorry for talking for 4 minutes already. Yes. And the main thing I want to talk about today is something that's, for me, as I was studying about for this video, I read actually 4 books for this video because I really did not almost have no knowledge about Yakuza. Seriously, I don't. I'm a person, you might know, I'm a person who doesn't like violence in the first place. So I don't really watch too many martial arts in general. I like Budo, but I really don't like, for example, not like, I shouldn't say I don't like it. I don't usually watch it, I should say. Like boxing, my best friend actually loves watching boxing, or my family really likes watching martial arts on TV and such. But I personally am a person that doesn't watch that much. I mean, I don't don't like people. I don't like seeing people get hurt, kind of thing. So Yakuza, of course, is a lot about violence and stuff like that. So I usually haven't had that many occasions to watch any of their even the movies or dramas, before. So I did read a lot of books, and as I did some studying for this video, I realized and found out something really shocking for me. Yes, and what it was is that again, I explained in the video talking about the anti-gangster law, right? The anti-gangster law basically restricts all the Yakuza to do their businesses. Also, each Yakuza member will not be able to open a bank account or make any contracts, that kind of stuff. But actually, this is not included in the anti-gangster law itself, but almost in every place in Japan by local rules. Even the people who have quit being a Yakuza for the next 5 years, the rules still apply for them. So that means they can't rent a house. They can't, for example, have a cell phone. So having a cell phone is also considered a contract. So having a cell phone or anything else like bank accounts, these things are essential for a normal life, right? Even after quitting Yakuza for 5 years, you cannot do it. Yes, you cannot do these things. Yes, which means ever since the anti-gangster law has been created from 1992, and the society, the whole mood of Japan was like, kick the Yakuza out of our society kind of thing. And ever since, they basically abandoned them completely. So it's a lot of the news articles and a lot of the blogs, for example, that are read, they were saying that being a Yakuza is really hard, right? They can't make enough money. The number of people, the members within the Yakuza is shrinking. They're losing power and so on and so forth. But even if they quit, they still can't lead a normal life. And no one will be helping you because the media has led the public to hating Yakuza so much and seeing them as such, they of course, they were criminals. They were gangs of Japan, yes. But it means that once you made one mistake in your life, you never can come back, if that makes sense, yes. I personally, now, I must say that I understand what everyone, what it means, Of course, it's really scary to say that a person who was a gang just a few months ago, just hiring him to your company or having that person in your neighborhood, it is scary, definitely. And of course, there might be trouble going on, yes. But 5 years of not being able to even open a bank account or rent a house, like, how are you going to let that person live a regular life? And by the way, guys, the answer is you can't. Yes. And then what do? You become a hangure. The hangure is the new gang group I was talking about in the video. So basically, everything, the laws, politics, the people, Japanese people, regular people, have not given them a new path for them to, for example, start a new life. There are some famous people who are formal Yakuza members. You might have seen any videos of them, maybe interviews or books about them before, but those are very, very rare people. Most people, even if they quit Yakuza, there's really no way for them to live, so they just have to continue being a criminal, and then they get caught and they will just go to jail, and there's basically no way for them to live a proper life anymore. And I don't have an answer to today's story. I don't have a conclusion or any solution to this. Yes, I just wanted to share with you that this is a situation. Again, in the video, as I said, all the politics and laws aren't preventing the crimes from happening in the first place. They're letting university students and regular people cause these troubles now. And the people who once made a mistake, for example, became a Yakuza. And again, these were people who were abandoned from society in the first place because they were considered dropouts or an etc., right? And, we've completely abandoned them, yes. And I think if we really want to make a good society where everyone can live happily, there is something wrong. I'm very sure of that. I don't know. I'm not a politician. I'm not a professor of anything. I don't have a good solution. If there was a solution, I'm pretty sure this problem will be solved by now. But I just wanted to share with this with you, and I really wanted to hear like if this is something similar happening in your country where you live. I just thought it's very very sad. Like maybe after quitting the Yakuza, maybe about an year not being able to do everything properly, okay, that's understandable. Maybe the government may try to provide somewhere where people who used to be the Yakuza or used to belong to a gang group, where they can restart life. Of course, there are some places that are run locally, yes, but like any like big places where like the country itself, Japan itself runs, it's basically doesn't exist hardly at all. Yes, and it's really not accessible for most people. So I think there really needs to be something done about this, and really just making this video talking about Yakuza really just gave me this an occasion to find out about this side of Japan too. So I'm really, really grateful for about that. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I will be waiting for comments about what your ideas are and what the situations are like in your country and where you live. Yes. Okay, then everyone, thank you so much for listening to today's Omake Talk. Alright, so as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. And what I mean is that I know there's a lot of people who love Japanese culture, people who are studying Japanese, are willing to come to Japan someday, maybe want to see our the historical sites and do sightseeing and such. But I am very afraid that Japan might not be able to provide these things in the future because, as we were just talking about, there's many social problems going on in Japan, and we're losing our traditional culture, including our historical sites. And like, for example, the traditional houses in Kyoto, where I live, the number of the houses are declining almost every day, you can say. And the younger generations like me, like in my 20s or younger, were dying because of all the social issues that are pressuring us. Yes. So I want to dedicate my life to try to make Japan a better place so that all people who have hopes and dreams in Japan can make their dreams come true. Yes. And my first step towards trying to achieve this ultimate dream, yes, is to achieve 1 million subscribers by January 2023 on my YouTube channel. This is going to be my first step towards my humongous dream. Yes, so your help will mean a lot. All your likes and comments will help to boost my videos to more viewers. Yes, and it'll just simply encourage all four of us, team Let's Ask Shogo, to keep on going. So once again, everyone, thank you so much, and again, I'll be waiting for your comments. Thanks so much.